first guest tonight from Foxcatcher, Spotlight, and As the Hulk. His new film is Dark Waters.
They just say what they done.
You're right, they should. And it kills me that they won't. But that would mean going to trial and proving that C8 killed your cows. And every scientist who knows anything about any of this already works for these chemical companies. That's not an accident, Earl. Earl, these companies, they have all the money all the time, and they'll use it, trust me. I know, I was one of them.
You're still one of them.
You can't be serious.
Please welcome Mark Ruffalo. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you. They don't react like that at home when I walk through the door.
You got to get yourself a live audience at home.
What's up? Yeah.
Now, we're used to seeing you on the big screen as a big, green hulking man.
Yes.
Who is at the same time a hero.
Yes.
But in the new movie, Dark Waters, you play a real-life hero.
Yes.
Someone you perceive, you think of this person as a hero. Tell me about Rob Bilott. Who is he, and why did you want to play him?
So Rob Bilott is a corporate defense attorney who...
Defending corporations.
Defending corporations.
Doesn't sound like the kind of guy that
No, probably not the kind of guy that immediately think is a hero. Mm-hmm. But he has a farmer come to him that knew his grandmother with a 12th grade education, and he says to him, "Can you help me out? My cows are dying. I think it's this chemical company who has a landfill next to me." And this guy thinks he's gonna make a couple phone calls to some of his friends in high places. And what happens to him is, it turns out he takes almost 20 years to uncover the biggest corporate crime and cover-up in American history. And he is the most unassuming, the most selfless, the most modest guy in a time when you turn on the TV and everything is telling you that people are crap, we're all crap, do whatever you want to get whatever you can as quickly as you can, no matter who you hurt or how many people you have to step on to get there. And this guy is the most selfless, beautiful, committed person to other people, and he tells a story that we need to hear right now. And he's here tonight, and I want to introduce him. His name is Rob Bilott. Rob.
True story.
True story.
True story.
True story.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Bilott. Where did this take place?
This took place well, he's from Cincinnati, but most of it takes place in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
And what's the company? Who did this spill?
DuPont. It's DuPont, it's Teflon, it's in all of us. It bioaccumulates. We can't get rid of it. It's passed from the mother to the child. It's connected to 6 different major diseases. And they have been poisoning us for almost 50 years, knowing it and covering it up the whole time.
Because you are an activist, I know you pay close attention to politics. Of the 2020 candidates who are running right now, who do you like? Who do you think has the right position here?
Well, first of all, I want to preface this by saying I'm very excited by the Democratic brand altogether. Mm-hmm. But for me, I started with Bernie on this trip.
In 16 too, you started with
in 2016.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, what I see is he led. And he led then. And now he's leading now. And he's the one.
He's been consistent
his whole life.
His whole career,
He's never
exactly.
been another. He was never another party. He was never had different views about these things. The rest of the United States has just finally caught up to what this cat's been doing already for his entire career. And you know that when he gets into office, he is going to be fighting for us.
Okay. Earlier this year, you were, as I said before, you were a cast member of the highest grossing film of 2019, Endgame. And I know that you will not give me a satisfying answer, but I am legally required by talk show rules to ask you if we will see the Hulk again.
I don't know.
Do you really not know?
I don't know. I do know that I did give Kevin Feige the Blockbuster Award at the Hollywood Film Awards the other day, to a smattering of applause. And he did say, hey, do you think there's any more story left here? And I said, I could probably come up with a few storylines. And he said, well, maybe you should come in and we'll have a talk.
Oh.
You heard it here.
There it is.
Stephen
You're
Colbert.
gonna talk. You're gonna talk. Did you go see these films? Because they're I'm like, yes, you can rent them at home, but these are films you want to see on the big screen. Did you go to see it?
I went up.
Like with normies?
I went up to Connecticut. My son is in boarding school. I went up there. I got all of his friends. We could fit into the car, and that's like, 5 kids stacked on top of each other.
Sure, like cordwood, yeah.
And we went. I put a hoodie on like them.
Yep.
So it was me in my little hoodie and 10 kids in their hoodies.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
No.
Yes.
I snuck in. I sat down. It was the place was packed, and it was all people.
Which one was this? Was this Endgame or Infinity War?
This was Infinity War.
Okay.
Okay. We watched the movie. It ends. Everyone disappears. Some kid jumps up on the back of his chair a few rows back, tears his shirt off. He's like, what is this? This is so messed up, man. We're gonna tear this place, riot. Let's tear this place apart. These kids, they're all crying. Oh. And I just, my hoodie just got littler and littler.
Were you surprised at all by the emotionality for people,
No,
that people were so affected by this?
people-
Because there have been a couple of truly great directors recently who have said that these movies are not cinema and yet seem to be discounting the emotional connection people are making to these characters.
For those people, I would only say this. I have been to a lot of movies. I have even might have participated in some of those movies. I have watched those movies. I have never in my life seen the emotional response in a movie that I did in those 2 premieres or those 2 screenings.
I took a bunch of kids to Endgame.
Yes.
I went with a bunch of high school kids to Endgame, and the sort of in the curtain call at the end of Endgame, they're all crying. They're bawling all the way home.
All these kids were bawling, crying, freaking out, screaming in the car, and that's real emotion, I think.
There's so much to talk to you about. I'm gonna hit to this one thing here. I'll ask you some of these others next time.
Okay.
But it won't be 2 years, okay? Please?
Promise?
Okay. No, you
That was
promise.
me.
You promise.
I promise.
Forgive you. This is you. What is this on Instagram? You put this on Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is a picture you put on Instagram right here.
Yeah.
I wish I could have lunch with this 22-year-old. Would have laid a little experience, wisdom, and hope on him. Hashtag Throwback Thursday, eating a mango in Puerto Escondido in 1989, 22 years in heaven, surfing big waves and living on $3 a day, loving life. Yeah. What would you tell your 22-year-old self?
Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be okay.
What was he worried about?
The future. You know, it was scary at that age, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I wasn't great at school. I was dyslexic, but I didn't really know it until I had my own kids. And I didn't have a lot of confidence. I was just starting out in acting, and it was a long, hard road kind of along the way. And I worried a lot. And I would just say, dude, calm down, man.
Do you wish that somebody from 30 years in your future, you 30 years from now, would come back and tell you not to worry?
Oh, God, do I ever.
Mark, don't worry. Dark Waters is in theaters next Friday. Mark Ruffalo, everybody. We'll be right back with our friend, Andy Cohen.